Hello, Belle.
Bonjour, Gaston. Gaston, may I have my book back, please?
How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Well, some people use their imagination.
Well, why would you ever want to use your imagination? If there's pictures in the book, you won't need to.
Well, I like to think about the stories I read.
Oh? So what's so special about them?
Well, this one is about far-off places, daring sword fights, magic spells, and even a prince in disguise. Could you even imagine what such things would look like if you didn't have your precious pictures to do your thinking for you?
Belle, you don't need to think when you've done all those things yourself. Besides, thinking is dangerous.
What do you mean you've done it yourself? Thinking isn't dangerous like swinging a sword around, and somehow I don't get the idea that you're a remarkable swordsman.
Yes, well, I may not exactly be what you've described just now, but I am a marksman. The greatest one in town. Actually, more like the greatest one in the whole world.
Oh, really?
Indeed. There's a lot of things that I'm great at, you know. Look where it's gotten me. I'm the most popular man in town, the idol of young men everywhere, the strongest man in town.
Well, that's lovely, but you can't think worth a damn, pea-brain.
I'm sorry, I don't like eating peas. I eat 5 dozen eggs every morning.
So I'm roughly the size of a barge.
If you couldn't tell.
Yes, well, as a specimen, you are quite intimidating. I will give you that.
Quite so.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Want to go back to the tavern to take a look? I'm expectorating a reply.
See, if you'd read, then you wouldn't phlegm so much.
Gesundheit, Belle. If you would stop reading so much, you might have seen my maleficent display of strength at the tourniquet last week.
Well, you might be a good fighter, but it means nothing if you don't have the proper strategy to back it up.
I do have a strategy. Go. Fight. Win!
How very strategic. Charging headlong into the enemy is a fantastic way to get yourself killed.
So you think you have a better plan?
Obviously, I could think of wondrous strategies to use in battle from the books I've read.
Well, while you're thinking, Maurice is busy exploding your house.
Oh, he'll be fine. He knows how to use a fire extinguisher.
How very nice of you to run and help your father when he needs you. This is what happens when you think too much. You don't actually do anything.
Doing things is beneath me and my big brain. I really don't need to flaunt my big muscles to feel secure. My brain is all I need.
Well, a brain is all you have, other than your books. Battles are won with strong men, not swooning women.
So, if you see a trap, then you'll run headlong into it. How do you plan to get out of it?
I just fight my way out. No big deal. What do you think these muscles are for?
Surely not thinking properly. How could you even aspire to be a leader with your brash decision-making?
But I already am a leader. Idol of all men everywhere, remember?
Exactly what kind of leader are you? Not a very good one, I would imagine.
I am especially good at rallying a mob behind me. I create a scapegoat for everyone to target and rile up emotions. It doesn't hurt that I'm the handsomest, strongest man around.
Because scapegoating really solves your problems so incredibly well. Did you ever think about identifying your problems first and then fixing them?
If you think about it for too long, then nothing will get done and people could die. And we can't afford any causalities.
If you rush in and start flailing about like the brute you are, then that will surely result in unnecessary casualties.
Indeed, I am a brute. I'm flattered that you agree. And today is a lovely day to marry a brute. Is it not, Belle?
Gaston, have you put any thought into this?
Not really. Clearly, you would want to marry this studly hunk of a muscle.
Clearly, you're trying to overcompensate for something, and it's not your lack of intelligence. Goodbye, Gaston.
I strike up the band! Not yet!
Sorry,